everybody present to the money conversation. And, you know, for me, I actually grew up thinking that this had meaning. I actually went to China, and this is their dollar too. So, but I actually grew up all my life thinking that this paper had meaning, and this is what I had to focus on. So, growing up, what I actually heard about this paper all my life was, we can't afford this, or money doesn't grow on trees, or money is the root of all evil. Just a whole bunch of negative things. So what happened is, and I didn't know, because everything that we actually hear, we store it in our subconscious mind, and we don't realize that. So what I actually did not know, that even though I said I wanted this, I actually feared this. And because I feared this, I didn't attract this. So what I want to say, and what I also realized too, is this means nothing. Actually, I don't know if you guys actually know the history of money, paper, the bill. This was actually backed by gold. So this was just like you going to the dry cleaners, taking your clothes to the dry cleaners. You give them your clothes, they give you a ticket saying that this is the ticket for your clothes and you can redeem your clothes with this ticket. This is what this was. It was backed by gold, but it's no longer backed by gold. And they just printed and printed and printed and printed and printed. And if you're anything like me, you're mastering this. But this is not what money is. And I learned that the hard way. So in saying that, I wanted to bring you to something else. And that's the conversation around money. A lot of the times, I don't know what anybody else's situation is or how they grew up around money or whatever, but a lot of times, this keeps us trapped. It keeps us trapped in a mindset of, I gotta work hard for it. I gotta get it. I need more of it. I can't pay my light bills. I can't pay my car bills. Like, this is like taking over who we are as an individual, because the focus is on this sheet of paper. And when we actually keep the focus on this sheet of paper, we live our lives in a vicious circle, in a vicious cycle, because we're actually focusing on this particular sheet of paper here. Something else that I wanted to bring to your attention, to tell you a little bit about me and some of the things that I actually had to endure around this, and this is the reason why I'm so passionate about financial empowerment, is because, like I said, I told you all of the negative things that I was told about this coming up as a child, just hearing people saying different things about money. But the school system never taught me about money. My parents never taught me about money. And what I did hear growing up was, you need to go to college and get a degree so you can make more money. But nobody ever taught me what to do with the money that I was supposed to make after I went to college. But I was an obedient child, so I did what I was told. I went and graduated from Clark Atlanta University. And I remember I was 19, it was my sophomore year in college. And there I was, just walking in the yard like, hey, hey. And there was a table set up on the yard with these people. And they were like waving to me like, come over here. So of course I went over to see what they were talking about. And they were like, we're actually offering the college students credit cards. And if you apply today, we'll give you a free gift. So I'm like, okay. Well, I got approved for $2,000. So I was like, oh yeah, it's on. It is on. Problem. You don't give a 19-year-old a credit card with a $2,000 limit and don't teach them the importance of that credit limit and how to spend that money. So as I'm walking away like, hey, oh, it's on, it's on. What was walking with me, I had a band behind me. And I picked at Tiffany because Tiffany has like a remote speaker in her, you got it today? Tiffany has a remote speaker that she has in her purse sometimes, so when she's walking, she's playing music. So I'm like, Tiffany, you got a band, you come with a band, huh? So she's just playing music. But it came evident to me that we all have bands. We're all walking to music. but the music is actually in here. And the band that I was walking with, when I actually was walking away with that credit card with that $2,000 limit, was the band that said, "You're not good enough. You don't matter. You're not worthy. We can't afford this." So I'm actually talking to the band like, "Oh yes, we can afford it too. I just got $2,000, so I'm in there." So the other band member was saying, "But you're not good enough." And I'm saying, "Oh yes, I am, because with this $2,000, I'm gonna buy me a Gucci watch. I'm gonna buy a turkey meat bracelet. I'm just gonna ball out of control." Because I was actually entertaining that band that was going on up here. And because of that, I didn't have a job. So you know what the moral to the story is. As I'm walking across that stage, getting my degree from Clark with a degree in business finance, like, yes, bad credit was following me. And because I had bad credit following me, I had that sheet of paper, but I couldn't get a job initially. Because the first thing they do in the financial industry is check your credit. So there we go again. The band was saying, "I told you you're not good enough." And at that point, my self-esteem was like, wow. I did what they told me to do. I have this degree, but I can't get a job because I have bad credit. So, in saying that, I want you to take a look at an area in your life where you actually discover some things around finances and money. And I want you to pair share. Money had me. But once I discovered that, then I was able to create a new story around money. And when I created that new story around money, now I'm free about money. I'm able to do whatever I want to whenever I want to. I'm able to work in my business full time. I'm able to just pick up the phone and say, "I want to go here," and I'm out. Like, I have so much freedom around money, because what I discovered is that this is not where it's at. Money is actually an energy. And money is a love energy. And when you actually, being that it's an energy, either you're repelling it or you're attracting it. And it's like a boyfriend or a husband. If they're saying, "I just want to love you. I love you so much. I just want to be with you." And you're like, "I ain't got time for you. Leave me alone. You don't give him any attention, or you're afraid of him and you're constantly pushing him back." Guess what's going to happen? He may come, but he's not going to stay. And it's the same thing with money. You may get money, but you're not going to keep it because you're afraid of it. And it's trying to come to you, but you're actually pushing it away. It's an energy. And once I discovered that, I was able to change my conversation and my mindset around it. I was able to become free of the things that I actually heard and learned as a child. So in saying that, who can actually see that money is an energy, first of all?
Absolutely.
Got it. And money is directly attached to your self-esteem. Because if you're saying to yourself, "I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving," it's not going to come to you. Because you're saying, "I'm not good enough for you. I can't have you. You're not mine." It's just an energy. And when we make that shift in our mindset about what money is, because see, let me tell you something too that I realized. This box that we've been placed in, the societal box, is the have and the have-nots. And the haves is definitely not going to teach you that, because they don't want you to have what they have. So they're going to have you focus on that sheet of paper that they're printing over and over and over that's causing us to be in a deficit in the country. And they're going to have you spinning around. You're going to be that hamster spinning around in a circle, chasing it, because they don't want you to know that's not what it is. It's an energy. They're not going to tell you that. Notice how you go to school, K through 12. They teach all these classes, but who in here had a money class? What I want to say is I went from a person that was afraid of money to someone that was actually loving money. And how I actually did was I actually shifted my mindset around money. And I actually decided the meaning that I was going to attach to money, not the meaning that someone told me was attached to money. I attached my own meaning to money. And another thing too, I start to, like she said, meditate, affirm, and love on it. Just like I meditate and affirm and love on myself. Because I know that I am money. You know, and it's so funny because they always, I don't know what everybody's religious background is or their spiritual background, but for me, the first thing in the Bible is we were made in the image of God. So if I was made in the image of God, God don't laugh. God ain't broke. God ain't broke. God ain't saying I can't pay my light bill. God ain't, his car's not being towed away by the man because he ain't paid his bill. God don't roll like that. So how can you tell me, how can you put this in this book that I'm supposed to read and study, and it says that I was made in the image of God, but yet you have me chasing this piece of paper and I don't see a lot of it. So therefore I'm like, okay, if I'm made in the image of God and I don't see a lot of this, then what's going to happen? I'm not going to see that I'm made in the image of God. I'm going to see what I see in reality, which is I don't have this. And once you actually see and you can start to connect with the energy of money, that's when money starts to show itself up. Another thing too that I was never taught is that money is attached to people. Money is attached to people. All of us in here are connected to money, or you know somebody that is connected to money. Money's just a resource. You may not have it, but Tracy may have it. Tracy may know somebody that does something. Tracy may know somebody that you may have a skill. She may hook you up with this person. Bam! Now you have a contact. Maybe you guys can partner up together and start a business. Who knows? But that's resource. So people are your resources. People are your way to money. I didn't know that either. So in saying all that, what I realize is that money is a conversation. And you're either going to have an empowering conversation or you're going to have a disempowering conversation. So, and if you're having an empowering conversation, it changes the whole concept and the whole way that you actually see money. Can someone see that if they change their mindset about money and start to speak to money as if it was love and directly attached to who they are, how the context of that would change?